Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks again for tuning in to another Sunday night convo with the homies. We got a couple of homies right here with us right now. We got a few that'll be added in a minute. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody tuning in early before y'all get in here. We got a pretty dope interview today with the homie Gonzo from the group Caution. I don't know if you guys familiar, but we're gonna get y'all familiar today with him. For those that ain't, if you on the West Coast, I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is. Pretty much, I grew up listening to Caution, South Central Cartel, Dub C, The Mass Circle, Compton Most Wanted, Above the Law. That was in rotation like that as a youngster. Of course, DJ Quick and Second to None and stuff like that. But growing up like that, that was a real banger for us out there on the West Coast. So we gonna get it, let the homies that's on the panel today. We gonna let them introduce their handles and everything like that, and we're gonna take it from there.
It's your boy FBR_23.
What up, though? T-Ski the Boss, man. TDMG. We in here live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we gonna bring Gonzo in within the next 15 minutes. He'll be on here about 7:15, so that we can get everybody on here familiar with him. Just so we didn't have him up in here in the very beginning. What's up, JJ? All day, appreciate it. London's greatly appreciated, my guy.
What's good? What's good?
What up, though?
Yeah, we're gonna get this show started in a minute, fellas. Like I say, we're gonna bring in Gonzo in a minute. And once again, appreciate everybody that's tuned in right here. We're gonna have a question based interview. We're gonna ask about 7-8 questions of few things about Gonzo. Like I say, for those that's not familiar, we're gonna try to get y'all familiar with him. And those that are familiar, you know what I mean, these questions are pretty much hit home for you guys, and it'd be a pretty dope interview today. Thank you.
Is he on there?
Not yet. And then like I say, we're gonna go to the panel, the chat once we done with the questions. So if anybody got any questions for Gonzo towards the end of the interview, make sure y'all leave them in the comment section, and I'll make sure that I highlight those also. So once again, we're gonna have about a 7 to 8 question base for Gonzo, depending on how long it take, and then we'll hop into the chat and ask a couple questions for those that's out there watching. We greatly appreciate it. And then once again, we'll bring Gonzo in here with about 7:15. Let him introduce everything he got going on, and then we'll go right into the interview. So give me a second, y'all. I'll be right back. What's up with it, Mike G? Appreciate you tuning in, big dog. Greatly appreciate it.
Make sure y'all push that like button. Show some love.
Yeah, it's 1:18. You must be in Phoenix or Vegas or something.
Hey,
Hey, it
118.
was $110 out here where I'm at today.
Oh man. Hey, and y'all got anything y'all want to shout out, anything like that? While we got a little time, we got about 10 more minutes before Gonzo get on here, and we don't want to be in here silent. Yeah, for sure. I knew that, Arizona. I knew that.
Yeah, y'all go follow my label, man. www.Team Dread Music Group. We on the rise out here, man, doing big things, man. Holla at your boy, man. Support the movement. I support back, man.
Hey, is that on the cup right there and on your hat? That's what's on the Instagram and everything.
Yes, sir. Team Dread Music Group, baby.
Facts, JJ. That's what I was gonna ask. Didn't want to do it though. Yeah, that's JJ. That's one of the questions we're gonna also have for tonight for him, also about that GTA. Hey, what you cop? You ready for them 12s this coming up week?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab them 12. That's a solid color, that black and that yellow.
Only thing, I mean, regardless of this, what I'm about to say, I'm getting them. I mean, you know, I'm getting them. But the only thing that kind of like threw me off with the closer images when we're getting videos of them now is that it's a matte black, but then the tongue is a glossy black.
Okay. I haven't peeped the detailed picture yet.
Yeah, I seen the video.
Now, why they do that? That don't make no sense.
That's what I was kind of wondering, because it like kind of stand out too. But I mean, it ain't bad. But it's like if you did the matte on the outside, why y'all didn't do that on the tongue also? You know what I mean? Because it's like the flu game tongue, but then you got the matte on the side.
They throw the whole flow of the shoe off.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, it's a definitely rock for me though. I like those.
Now I gotta see him in hand.
Hold on, give me a second. I got a call. Give me a second.
That's that rotary phone.
Hello. Who is? What's going on with you? Huh? Oh no, I'm chilling. What's going on with you? Yeah, I do. My bad, fellas, my bad. Y'all still there? Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. Yeah, facts, JJ. I mean, I didn't understand that one at all. All right, once again, and just once again we be live with Gonzoe about 7:15. Y'all appreciate y'all that's hanging in there watching and tuning in, man. We'll be live in a minute with a few questions, with a great interview with the West Coast, one of the West Coast legends coming up, young Gonzoe from the group Kausion. And Relative, you got anything from listening to that growing up and everything like that? Any memories that bring up or anything like that?
Yeah, I remember riding the bus to the warehouse out there in Plaza, National City, get the single.
Man.
That shit was so hard, homie. And then they had the video to go with it.
Yeah, that video took it to another level.
And they was young niggas, you feel me? So I was liking that.
Yeah, I was listening to it again, like putting it on doing the flyer and everything like that, and then one of them hit was like, I'm only 13. I was like, man, that had to be one hell of a feeling being able to be signed to Cube at 13 years old, bro. That was like a beautiful thing.
Right.
And Cube wrote it out, like in the videos you seen Cube, Mac 10, all them up in there, you know what I mean? Shit like that. It was a dope little era, you know what I mean, especially for them at that time. And Gonzo and them, they like really put it down, you know what I mean, for the West at that time for youngsters, you know what I mean? It was like the, you know, like the Atlanta, everybody had the crisscrosses and all that. That was the West Coast youngsters, you know what I mean?
Yep.
What's up with you, Johnny J's? Let me send him this link. All right, we 4 minutes till we go bring Gonzo on. And what was you saying relative about that too? About the was you done explaining that right there? What you was talking about with the single and going to Plaza Bonita and all that?
Oh yeah, yep. I can remember that like black and white. I remember that single for sure.
For sure, for sure.
For sure was the hit.
Yeah, I remember
the chorus on that motherfucker, just, you know, it's a classic.
And it just like I went with Cube on that motherfucker, bro. It was just, man, that was just an all around dope song.
Right.
Facts, JJ, on everything.
Yep. That city. Yes, sir. The basement. I remember when they had the basement.
Sir. Yeah, what was the little shop next to Mario's, the little record shop right there? What was the name of that one? I forgot the name of that one.
I remember what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, and they had, that was when I got my first DJ Quick tape at. It was on a tape with Sweet Black Pussy Tonight and all that. Like, that was the first place I got that CD. I forgot the name of that store. It'll come to me in a minute.
Remember C.W. Dean's?
Indeed.
Right there next to VP Market.
Yup, Huffman's, all that good shit.
Man.
Them was the days though back then.
Man, it's looking ugly over there right now, really. Woo.
Are you like real bad?
It's looking bad.
I heard there was like a little homeless in bank a camp out or something.
Yep. You know, kind of lightweight, something like that. Yep.
Man. Facts. Hey Keith, drop your Can you see the comment section? Can you type in the comment section?
Who, me? Nah.
All right, it's all good. It's all good. I was gonna drop your link for the thing. We about to go ahead and go live right. Bring in Gonzo in a second. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get this started. Everybody can hear? You can hear us? You still can hear me, PR and Keith?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we good. Let's make it happen. 1 second. And we going when I come back, we're ready to go. Bring them in. What's up with it, top dog?
Yo, what up, man?
Hey, appreciate you for giving us this interview, man. We greatly appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Indeed. And we, if you can, before we get started, introduce your handles. Let all people know what you got going on right now, how to get in contact with you, etc., etc.
What up? It's your boy Gonzoe from Ice Cube Group Kausion. Get at me on, first of all, you can go to gonzoe.net, you feel me? Also, if you want to holler at me on IG, it's at I'm Gonzoe. That's the letter I, the letter M, Gonzoe.
Indeed. And this being the 25th anniversary of the group Kausion, it's a great interview that we're going to have for y'all right here. A lot of exposure for those that don't know, and those that do know, that's going to be a great interview for y'all right here. So we're going to start it off right now. We're going to ask the first question. 3 rap artists that influenced you growing up.
Ice Cube, Tupac, and Nas.
And Nas is, awesome 3 right there. You can't go wrong with any of those 3s right there. All right, and PR, you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, so being that Ice Cube is one of your favorite artists, how was it that you were introduced to him? Man, it was crazy because he was filming this movie on the set of Higher Learning. We didn't know it was Higher Learning at the time. We just saw a gang of trucks going up to USC. We live by USC College and shit. USC, for those who don't know, it's dead smack in the hood. You feel me? So we've seen all these movie trucks. So, usually we went to steal shit from the movie trucks and just, it's a time to eat. But we ended up seeing Ice Cube. So the whole plot changed from getting a demo into his hands that was recently made. Capitol Records had gave Kausion $5,000 to do a demo tape. And they had first right of refusal. And when I wasn't in the group at the time. And when Kausion came back with the demo tape, Capitol was like, they didn't want to fuck with it, but gave them, the demo to go shop elsewhere. In that time, we had went to the studio, and I had never been in the studio. They invited me to go to the studio, and there was 3 other niggas in the group. So it was 5 people in Kausion at the time. And I got on this one song, and they put it on the back of that demo tape. So we happened to be together that day and seeing Cube. and gave him the demo tape. I didn't even know the song was on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what they was doing because, like I said, I wasn't in the group. But that song happened to be on the demo tape. So when Cube called back 6 months later, he was like, whoever's on that last song, that's who I want the group to be. So, you know, that's basically how that happened.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
What effect did Grand Theft Auto have on your career, being that your song was on the West Coast Classic station?
I mean, it was very impactful. That shit was like life changing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they had a lot of songs on that game to where everybody didn't get paid the same.
Right.
But the pay scale was different if you made the soundtrack to where our song is on the soundtrack to where they sell the soundtrack, you know, with Ozzy Osbourne and motherfuckers like White Snake and then Kausion. So that's like our biggest shit that we ever been on, like, cause it sold $1 billion in a week. So
man,
that, you know, it was a difference of getting a sync licensing check and then the actual royalty check for, you know, for a physical. So it was impactful, man. I moved out of California. I got full custody of my 4-year-old. I mean, it was crazy, you know. You know, that was the one though. But a lot of people don't even know about that. But that's like the sneaky one that got a nigga out of the ghetto.
Facts. Hey, we're gonna go into this one right here. What advice would you give a young rapper with the or should I say rapper / artist coming into the game, meaning with the influence that you came into the game without having a major influence like Ice Cube backing y'all and everything like that?
I mean, first of all, I want to let y'all know I'm rubbing wax on this joint paper right now. So for all that don't know, you're getting a lesson in professional joint rolling on a premium level. But right now, I feel like it's the best time. Like, artists, when we came in the game, you didn't have to have someone backing you, but it was customary. Like, it was the normal thing to do to have someone bring you in the game. It was very rare for an artist to just come out of nowhere that somebody didn't bring in the game. You know what I mean? So that was like the route to get the marketing, because you had to like basically piggyback yourself off whoever brought you in the game or whatever deal that they had implemented for you, or, you know, set you up with. Nowadays, you know, if an artist can outwork everybody, you know, I hate to say it, but the talent is like 4th or 5th on the list. You know what I mean? But the work ethic and just being able to put yourself in a position of like, everybody's trying to be cool. Everybody want to have the tight little chain on. Everybody has the same little uniform on. If you could find it in yourself to slightly be different and happen to be dope, you're gonna be on. But there's so many people that just wants to look like the Migos, or, you know, I mean, I don't want to shit on nobody. I'm just saying it's a lot of you know, it's hip hop was made off replicating shit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying right now, if you really want to be on, you gotta step outside the box. And if you do that and have good music, it's a shoe-in. You know what I mean? But it's courage, I guess. I feel like that's why so many artists, a lot of these kids wasn't gay. But for a while, it was the thing to do to kind of take suggestive pictures as if. You know what I'm saying? In hip-hop for the past year or two, to where they, you know, it was like the thing to do. That was like the thing they was gonna do to get on, put blouses on, all sort of shit for attention. That's not what I'm saying by stepping outside the box. That's not what I'm saying
at all.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying just be creative, man. Like, you know, everybody don't have to have dreadlocks. You know, notice I just went back to I just cut my nice waves off, went back to the bald head. Shout out to my little dude Andrew. But I'm saying, like, most motherfuckers they hit me like, dude, what the fuck
Sent,
you
big
just
homie.
do? What happened?
No, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'm saying a lot of people was hitting me that was stuck on some, like you just got the waves in, like the shit was looking good on you. I'm like, man, I met a kid in the fucking mall yesterday who might not live, and he
Man,
recognized me, and you know what I mean. And I told him, man, go on my IG tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and I cut all my hair off, and that's to say it is no fucking image to this shit. Like you can do what you want to do, and if you're doing that, you probably gonna win because everybody's doing the same shit. Isn't that shit?
100. And with that being said, we're gonna go to a two-part question with that also. If you can go back into time with everything you just elaborated, what would you tell the young Gonzo once he signed that deal?
Don't spend no money. Start stacking from here on out. If you did that, man, if I done that, I have 40, $50 million right now.
Man,
So that's like the thing I beat myself up about, like just learning late, like, you know what I mean, having too much fun and thinking that, this shit was gonna last forever how it was. And you're gonna have a few rough years. You're gonna have a few dry spots. But Nick Cannon, he ain't worried about getting fired. His ego's hurt, but his pockets is not hurt because
at
he
all.
one of the motherfuckers he's not a frivolous type of guy. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, it's 1,000 other people who wrote raps 1,000 times hotter than Nick Cannon. They ain't nowhere to be found. And I just use him as a reference to, being the cool guy. That shit is expensive, and it can only last so long. So I would tell me, like, yo, don't spend the money on bullshit. Like, buy some real estate early. I got in late, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just now starting to see my money. Other than this, for 25 years, I've been getting big checks, but I'll get 30,000 and spend it in a month, over and over and over and like it was like the faster it come. What could I buy? What could I buy? I mean, it's like an addiction to where
Facts.
when you learn late in the game, you know what I'm saying, you just an old smart nigga hoping for a break like Grand Theft Auto. So I want to thank Cube, like, yo, because without him throwing us that bone, I'd have been in trouble.
Man,
Real shit.
that's facts. I mean, at the end of the day, us being youngsters, at that time, what would you expect us to do, with that money coming out? And then, not saying that, anything like that, but, once you do that, now you grown. Now I'm grown. I do what I want to do, everything like that. So that's very understandable. And then, knowing that you hot at that moment, you know what I mean, and everything like that, feeling like them residuals, everything gonna keep coming. You're gonna drop something, everything like that. So 100%, you know what I mean. I understand that completely. And also on the flip side, a salute on, like you said, now you seeing your money, buying property, stuff like that. Some rappers and some artists ain't able, to have that second chance. You know what I mean?
Man,
So that's
I
a
pray for them, man, and I want to say a prayer for them right now. You know what I mean? Because that's a hard fucking, and it ain't even no jokes involved. Like you don't know, and a lot of that shit comes from good parenting. You know what I mean? I
facts.
want to encourage motherfuckers to be good parents, better parents than you are rappers, better parents than you are managers or producers. Like, because that's what's gonna produce a great child. And I didn't have the support system. I just had to learn on my own, and that was like a very expensive lesson. So,
Man,
putting your kids on the right track and, prioritizing beyond the party, beyond the video, beyond the expectations of other people, you'll be all right.
man, that's facts right there. Keith, you want to go into your questions you got?
Yeah, when you first got signed, what was your first thoughts that was going through your mind at the time?
Hey guys, your volume went out. Nah, we can't hear you. Your volume went out. hop out and hop. I'm gonna remove you and then hit the link back again and then come back in. Did any of y'all hear him?
No.
Nah, I couldn't hear him.
What's up with it, big homie?
Yeah.
Big homie, what's
Same
good?
old shit.
PR, what's up, baby?
All right.
All right, go ahead, Keith, and ask that question again for him.
My bad, y'all.
When
It's
you
all
first
good.
got signed, what was your thoughts and what was going through your mind at the time?
When I first got signed, I was 17 years old, just turned 17, still living with my moms. All I wanted to do was have a chain on my neck, some diamonds on it in the car so I could ride down Crenshaw. Like, I was still a kid, like nothing, like
Right.
It was like, I didn't even know what to expect because like I said, I was chosen in this game by Ice Cube. I just rapped on one song. You know what I mean? He seen something in me that I didn't see in myself. So at that time, I really didn't have the confidence. Like he had to like spend a lot of time with me personally, build my confidence up, and so let this plane go past. So I was basically just overwhelmed because like I said, Ice Cube was one of my biggest art, he was like one of my idols at the time because I was 17, so I still had idols, and so I had to get over the stardom of being starstruck, the feeling of being starstruck around him. It was just a whole nother experience being a child and giving money and then immediately be thrown on TV. It's like a boat that some motherfuckers they can't keep paddling. They drown immediately because it's too much. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was just happy, man. I had, like I said, I didn't have like parents that had curfews for me and shit. Like I was selling crack at 11 years old. So to give you a perspective, so Cube kind of like seen my situation and kind of nourished it to where I could survive, and thank God he did because I'm still basically the one that's around, floating the group. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So shout out to Ice Cube.
No doubt. When you got your first big check, what did you buy first?
I went to this car lot at the end of Crenshaw Boulevard. It turns into Hardtime Boulevard. And I bought a BMW from a used car lot. It was about 2 years old. I gave him cash, probably about $5,000 over Blue Book, just some old dumb shit. Probably got robbed. Like I didn't know.
Like I need that.
Just done some dumb shit. But yeah, that's what I did, man. I done that, and I went to the Beverly Center and bought this onyx and diamond fucking pendant chain. Overspent, you know what I mean? Again, you never buy jewelry from a fucking jewelry store in the mall.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was like some wedding ring type fucking imagine in the Beverly Center. So they killed me on that. I probably spent about $11,000 in 2 hours and brought my ass home. Like, damn, you got $3,000 left, nigga. You're trying to sit down, huh? Yeah.
Now you thinking of the flipping.
Yeah.
Hey, big homie, you got any questions for Gonzo?
No, bro, I don't.
All right, for
man,
sure.
What's up, big homie? Like, damn, it's like that, bro.
I mean, shit, I'm just keeping it real, bro. Like,
Don't
yeah,
I wish I could pass in this goddamn joint.
All right. Shit.
All right. And we're gonna go into another question. We got a 2-part question with this into some shoes since we are a sneaker channel and everything like that. We're gonna go into a 2-part. Amen. Appreciate it. 3 shoes that's a must-have for you.
In terms of like Jordans or
Anything.
Like, period.
Anything.
Oh,
period.
Gotta have some J's. Gotta have some Chucks. Gotta have some Timbs. Man.
Facts. And Relative, you want to go with the 2-part question on that one?
What was the first pair of Jordans you remember getting as a youngster? And is there a story behind getting that pair? You know, we was all a little bit low on money
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
I got a pair of the first Jordans that ever came out. And this was like my mom, she was, you know, she had a drug problem. But before she had a drug problem, you know, we went from living on Mulholland to living in a motel. So the drop was quick and fast. So, you know, I had the ones, you feel me? Like when they first came out, she bought a pair for me, bought a pair for my cousin. From the same Beverly Center we talking about. And shit, it was, you know, life was good back then. I can't even remember. I probably scuffed them up on the first day she bought me some more. But that was when life was good. Life didn't get good till, bad till about the 4s came out. 3s. That's when they start stealing and shit.
Man.
Real shit.
All right, and also, you mentioned that about Ice Cube being a big influence on your rap career. I mentioned this in one of the first questions that we have. Like coming out of LA, besides the ones that you mentioned, I had mentioned a few groups that I listened to. Also, like I said, I'm based out of San Diego, born and raised out there. Now I'm living out in Atlanta, Georgia, but like South Central Cartel, Dub C, The Mad Circle, Compton Most Wanted, Bud the Law, like that era right there. Is there anything besides Cube and besides the ones that you named, should I say, that was a big influence on everything that you had?
Definitely Ice-T, King T, Toddy T. Like it seemed like all the motherfucking T's was dope. Toddy T, Ice-T, King T, Rodney O, Joe Cool, Compton's Most Wanted. Shit, man. You had you had Kid Frost. I'm from LA, bro. We had so much shit. Cypress Hill. I really, shout out to my nigga Mixmaster Spade. The list goes on and on. Dr. Dre, DOC, even though he's from Texas, but we gotta claim
Nah, you can't claim him, man. He's from the crib.
I knew that'll wake your ass up.
Hey, and speaking on that though, also since you did hit rappers out of California, is there any rappers today that you listen to that's not California?
Oh, definitely, man. Breed, feel me? Shout out to the whole Detroit. Tupac. Tupac wasn't, Tupac originally from the East, but again, ain't no, we gotta claim him. But Pop, also, man, Rakim, that's one of my favorites. Nas, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Rakim go.
Rap, that's one of my favorites. Buckshot and like all the lyricists, my nigga J. Rue the Damager, OC, Big L, the old Fat Joe shit, feel me? Mobb Deep. I'm an MC, man, by heart. You feel me? Like that's what I.
Yeah, you did it again. Hop out and we'll come back in. All right, yeah.
Nah, the reason why I didn't ask him a question, I didn't even know what topic y'all was on.
No, I understand. I know that.
Yeah,
I know that, fam. We know that.
I didn't even know what topic y'all was talking about. I jumped in mid-topic.
Yeah, if you do think of anything you do want to ask, let me know.
Man, that's
appreciate it. We got you back in. We got you again.
I got a question for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, who are some of the up and coming artists in LA around the California area that you really feeling that can push the LA sound forward? You know what I'm saying? As far as what you jamming right now in your car of new people from LA.
New people from LA that I'm jamming in my car. Of course, we got Jay Stone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keeping that marathon alive. We got Pac-Man and BH from over there.
Yeah, I fuck with them.
We got some cats up out of the great streets that I had in the tape deck that I was listening to. To be honest with you, dog, it's like on that one, I don't even know where LA sound is going. So, because we don't really have a sound no more, unless to me you getting a Battle Cat beat or like, because everybody in LA right now is mimicking the auto tune and the sound that's coming from the South. So, right. I mean, it's really not no LA sound no more unless you're fucking with a certain group of producers that I would always stamp as the LA sound that ain't gonna let you do no fucking goofy ass auto tune. I mean, they gonna make a hit record with you, but it's gonna sound like LA. And a lot of record labels right now ain't really, they not too really high on the record labels list. Like, they can't really get the check like the other guys, which everybody get their turn. I understand that, but just going back to your question, it's hard for me to pinpoint the LA sound because we all over the place right now. We finding ourselves again.
So you don't think Game last album sound LA?
To be honest with you, bro, I don't listen to the Game. Like, we cordial in terms of I don't got nothing bad to say about them. But the problems that we had in the past, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's not nothing that I've been around before him. So I could miss it. Like, it wasn't nothing that I anticipated to come out or, you know what I mean? Like, so that whole era, I've never heard a Game album before. Not one. I heard songs, of course, and I know he a tight MC, but I'm saying, like, it was always some sort of issue that didn't allow me to go listen to his music in entirety, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Would you consider DJ Mustard's sound to be West Coast or LA or commercial?
When he wants to, definitely. When he wants to, but at the same time, it's like I feel like Mustard is a real producer that knows how to get the bag and work with everybody. And then there's some guys that only are gonna stick to what they want to do, which is, like if I hear a Battle Cat beat, and believe me, Cat could do all kind of beats with any type of producer. But I'm just saying, if I hear a Battle Cat beat, I'm like, I just know how that looks or sounds. The vibe is just different, opposed to, somebody making a beat that's not him. I don't want to sound biased right now. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to shit on nobody, but I'm just being honest to where I don't feel like LA has a particular sound anymore like we did in the 90s.
Right. 90s was crazy. I mean, because I'm from Texas, right? So it's like we didn't, outside of the Ghetto Boys and outside of maybe UGK, that's all we listened to was like West Coast music, Dr. Dre, NWA, shit like that. I grew up.
I fucked up. I'm sorry, bro. When y'all asked me about, I didn't say nothing about fucking UGK. I didn't say nothing about Scarface, the Ghetto Boys. I totally missed that. You feel me? But again, I feel like that's like common fucking sense. Like, that's like saying Tupac or some shit. Like, but I should have said it. I messed up. And yeah, man, you gotta fuck with Scarface. You gotta fuck with Big Mike. You gotta fuck. I mean,
there's a few of them. We got a few of them now.
Lil Flip, Zero. That's my boy. That's even my boy. You feel me? Like, Z. So my Texas crew, man. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug and the boys down there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a question on the screen from JJ all day, and we're going to go a two-part with this one also, since he asked the question, did you ever meet Nipsey Hussle? And with Nipsey Hussle, with the movement that he was on with the independent label, do you feel it's necessary? And also, do you feel that it's achievable for someone to shine without signing to a major label right now?
Definitely, the only way you're gonna shine right now is not signing to a major label. I'll say that again. The only way right now you're gonna shine is not signing to a major label. You ain't gotta do that. Have I ever met Nipsey Hussle? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay.
I don't think
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
hear
can
us.
hear you. Yeah, I met Nipsey before. They had a t-shirt shop way before the Marathon store. He wasn't as big as he was now, you feel me? He was still doing mixtapes, but he's younger than me. So we met in passing, but you know, we got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people in there.
Hey, Keith, PR, y'all got any more questions?
I'm good right now. He answered all the good ones.
So
Yeah,
how,
I'm
how
good.
do how do you feel his Nipsey's legacy is upholding like 1 year after he's died? Is it still like sad, or is it like what's the vibe around like that area? I know he's from Crenshaw. What's the vibe around that area with the store not being open and all that? What's like the vibe around there?
I mean, the vibe in the Crenshaw district is it's a weird vibe, you know what I mean? Because Nipsey died way before his time. Now, we not
Facts.
gods, but that didn't feel natural. You feel me?
Right.
So
That ain't feel natural nowhere. I think nowhere in the world.
I
It's
mean,
like that shit was crazy.
exactly. So given the fact of that and the shock value of everything, I feel like it's still is still in shock. Like you can't believe it. And then you know how music is going on, and you seeing all that energy went somewhere, bro. That energy just didn't dissolve. You feel me? That energy went somewhere. Like you know what I mean? That energy went a lot of places in music to a lot of other people. So you know, I feel like when people come and take pictures by the wall, take pictures by the mural, it just reminds me of Tupac all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the first time that I went to New York, I never forget. Right after because I knew Big Pun as well. Went to New York, paid my respects, went to the mural, and it was
Yeah, you went out again. Hop back in.
Yeah, man. That Nipsey shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's just still crazy.
Right.
That don't seem real at all, bro. I was like, what? Like I was on Instagram and I was like, man, y'all got to be bullshitting, bro. Like I'm like, what? That
Facts.
was crazy.
There you
yo.
go.
I feel like it was just the same feeling of disbelief. Like you know, it's crazy because Nipsey, you ride past there and you see him outside all the time. You know what I'm saying? Or feel me? Like it was, and now people coming and taking pictures by the wall. It just seems nuts to me personally. You know what I'm saying?
So what? Like,
I kind of stay in Seattle now. You know what I mean? Like most of my time, I'm actually leaving, going back home in a few hours and shit. But back to LA and shit. But most of my time, man, I live in Seattle. I got a beauty salon up here with my girl.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of like that experience right there taught me and learned me a lot really quickly. You know what I'm saying? It had me. I had to put my priorities in place. Like, nigga, who are you, and what do you really want? You feel me? Like, who are
Facts.
you, and what do you really want? And most importantly, what are you willing to sacrifice and give for what you want? And for one thing, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm just getting my money right, getting financially right, getting right with God and myself, the last thing that I want to do is give my life for something that I don't understand. And what I don't understand is my behavior in that environment. Like, why do I act like that? Why am I always on guard? Why is it always from a standpoint of aggression? You know, why am I
Facts.
always on defense? But we call it home. Why am I so comfortable with the ghetto bird constantly over my head 24 hours a day? I'm talking about never going down. Whenever you look in the sky in any direction, you can see a helicopter. Whenever, like for the last, I don't know, 30 years. My point is, that paranoia and that PTSD of gang banging, poverty, and just predator versus prey mentality. When you remove yourself from that, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, especially when you don't have to fight no more for survival. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And I want it for all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And it feels like when we get rich or when we get some money, the first thing we want to do is shit on all the people who shitted on us in the past. First of all, that's going to cost you a lot. Second of all, you're going to have to be there too long. And the more you there, the more, it's like walking out of the casino with all the money you came with. It's the longer you there, you know what I'm saying? And it's horrible. It's like that. But until we could all get on the same page on a whole, we got to create our own environment and we got to create our own space. Pop in, pop out. You know what I'm saying? And God bless where you lay your head at. But that can't be where the homies kick it at. You feel me? That motherfuckers can't be, your wife can't be serving everybody a plate. You feel me? Like King got to have his castle. Just
Facts.
giving some game to the young niggas, man. All that
Real
homie,
shit. Real
homie,
shit.
gang, let's come over, play place. Keep these niggas up out your living room, man.
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 Period.
And then also we're gonna go into the album you got dropping on 10/10 on October 10th.
Yes, sir.
You want to discuss any of that in the video you just dropped?
Hold on 1 second. Yes, sir, man. I just dropped the album's called Masters Massacre. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, the album's called Masters Massacre. It's basically, just a sign of the times to where I feel the power in our hands for the first time. You know what I mean? And it's not actually in our fucking exact mass. It got, your boy. I don't want to say his name. It got somebody that looked like your boy in the casket, but it's just, the fall of the castle, man. I feel like for once the veil has been unlifted to where I know as an urban minority, I feel for once that, we could do something about this shit. And now, it's like it even feels better and hurts at the same time that all along these motherfuckers knew they was doing us wrong. Like we knew it, but I'm trying to feel like, do we think the same? Yes, we all think the same. The shit was wrong, and and that, I'm still like getting over that shit. You feel me? Like, how do I like all my Caucasian brothers in hip hop? You feel me? Like DJ Vlad. Motherfuckers go on Vlad and act like, it's some sort of prestige or for him to ask you. So when you shot him, were you in the backseat or the front seat? And did you pass the gun to Pookie or to Dante? I mean, it's like you getting interrogated. He don't ask you nothing about the music. He just, and to all my brothers, man, to go on Vlad, that's not a validation to your rap career. To go on Feats in the Streets, this is a validation to your rap career. To go on Gilly and Wallow, celebrate everybody, but validate your own, man. Like it's not, you're not popping because some 50-year-old white man asks you to come tell how many people you shot on this show, and you get 0% of the profit share. 0%.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to bring value to myself and people that look like me first in something that we created, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because we're constantly giving it away. And all these young artists calling me, asking me to put them on. I'm like, okay. I answer the call. He's like, talk to my manager. It's some dude that, like, why is this your manager? Why does this validate you? Does he have a connection to the label? What is he doing? And sometimes it's just all for the look. You know what I'm saying? So where cats think that they're being validated because someone that doesn't look like them is gonna represent them in hip hop. And that shit shouldn't be, you know, person should be judged on and deemed on what they could do. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker got a hook up with the label to get you plugged, so be it. But, you know, don't put him on a pedestal just because he got the new Jordans on and the Yeezys on and can get you in free in the club or whatever the fuck the situation is. Like, hold everybody accountable no matter what color they are.
Sure.
Facts.
In this rap
All
shit.
right. And then we got JJ hit something on Kobe also. Coming up in LA, I'm pretty sure you know you was a Laker fan. How was that impact when Kobe passed away also?
I'm not no fucking Laker fan.
Oh, see, there it
I'm a
is.
Clipper fan.
Wow. hey, that's a rare thing to find is real Clipper fans.
Man, me and my nigga Marcellus Wiley. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only people that I'm not the only, but in terms of like that go out on a limb, in terms of, you know, got some sort of credibility in the social media where Clippers about to win it all this year. I'm telling you, put your money, put your twos and fews on Kawhi, baby. I'm telling you, baby.
Now the Lakers got it this year. And we can't underestimate the Milwaukee Bucks, though.
They're trying to.
These guys ain't in the bubble. Like, I don't even feel like the season is gonna.
Can you hear it? Yeah, you went out again. We're gonna just hop back in one more time. Yeah, we're gonna ask a few more questions, and then for those that's watching, we can go ahead and ask a few more questions for those that's still on logged in. If y'all got a few more questions for him, and then we can go ahead and end the interview. I see you, fam. It's privilege, huh? It's privilege time, right?
Last little shot.
All right.
Hey yo, my brothers. Y'all gotta give me a second. I'm giving away this grill right here, and I just got here to come pick this motherfucker up. Give me 2 seconds. Give me a second.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, and if y'all could think of any other questions y'all got for him, anybody that's right here on the panel also, if y'all got any more questions to end the interview, we ain't gonna hold him up for too long, and then we'll end the interview. If anybody in the chat ain't got no questions or anything, we can go ahead and end the interview.
PR, let me get something.
Who, me?
Yeah, let me get something. What you got over there for me?
Man, them Ewing. Are you gonna get them black and yellows this week?
Probably.
Black and yellow.
That's Pittsburgh Steelers colors. I don't know, man.
Man, them Steeler fans is about to eat that up.
Yeah,
I know my sister wants 2 pair.
I got a homeboy of mine, man, back home. He a big Steelers fan. He was like, man, you gotta try to get me these, bro. I'm like, you send some bread over here. They got.
Right.
They doing shit for free.
Yeah, I need them. I don't even care if I only hit on 1 pair or my personal pair of these. I need these.
What, the black and gold?
Yeah, I need these.
You know, they don't make Philadelphia shoe colors, so you know,
they got 2 coming out this year.
You know what I'm saying?
They got some 4s and 13s coming.
They don't make that shit. them 13s don't. Them 13s don't go in there. You gotta wear the old Randall Cunningham with them motherfuckers.
Hey, I got that.
Y'all got that new. The only 11s that they made them low top 11s.
them iridescent ones.
Yeah, that went with
I
y'all
got
new
those.
colors.
And the 6 iridescent ones also. The All-Star Week ones.
Yeah. But them 11s was dead on.
Yeah, I got both of them. Them is what I wear with our home jerseys, with our white jerseys.
I had got them, and I say, man, this look like some Eagles colors. I sold them motherfuckers to my homeboy.
Stop it.
I swear.
You could have worn with your white Eagles jersey.
Who?
Yeah. The Reggie White.
I ain't got no Eagles jersey. You ain't gonna never catch me in none of that.
Ever. You'll never catch me in nothing, cowboy. Ever. Nothing.
Oh, you had Cowboy Blue
Giants.
on. You had Cowboy Blue on last week. Nigga, what you talking about?
That's Georgetown. That's Georgetown blue.
Nah, hell no.
Georgetown blue.
Georgetown Navy blue.
Flint's is
Flint's?
navy. Oh, you talking about? He talking about when I wore the Giants blue.
Nah,
when I put on it, yeah, that's Giants blue.
There wasn't no Giant blue.
That looked like Giants blue more than that. Cowboy is dark blue with the gray, like the Flints.
Nah, we got royal blue too.
Whatever, them is garbage. That's toilet paper.
Cowboy Nation, baby.
Regular season champs.
Yeah, man, that Nipsey, man, that shit that'll blow me.
And Kobe too. That was even worse, bro. Like,
Yeah, Kobe was. I think Kobe's was worse.
With him being
worse
with his daughter
than Nipsey because his daughter was with him, bro. Like,
yeah.
damn.
And like I say, Nipsey is that's the lifestyle. You know what I mean? We grew up in everything like that. He grew up into and everything like that. But the whole messed up part is one of his people that he knew that did that shit. Like that's the thing that break a nigga heart right there, man. Your own
Shit,
people.
9 times out of 10, anybody that get killed, 90% they know they kill him.
Yeah, especially in like with that status and everything like that. Somebody with money or anything like that, my dude.
Yeah. I seen that on some TV show I was watching. That was like 90% of the people who are murdered know they killer or knew that killer. It just don't be no random ass nigga. Every blue moon you have a random motherfucker killing people, but
the crazy thing about it, why ain't nobody saying nothing else about it?
right,
man.
They ain't even talking about that shit no more.
I think your boy. I seen something the other day online. I think he go to court or some shit. He was in court doing making demands or something. I seen on some media outlet.
Oh, Eric Holder ass.
Yeah, Eric Holder. Yeah. That motherfucker, he ain't gonna last 10 minutes in jail, bro. They gonna kill his ass.
Right.
In there. Can you hear us? Yeah, he went out. Come back in. Once again, y'all got any more questions for him? If not, we'll let him.
I got one more.
All right.
Now you finna go to Cali, right?
Yup, next 2 weeks. Appreciate it.
Man, my bad, man.
Are we all good? Go ahead, Keith.
Gonzoe, in the next 10 years, where do you see the state of hip hop at?
In the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Everybody sound like Atlanta.
I mean, you know what? How much more of that can we have? That's what it's been sounding like for the last 10 years.
You're right.
Yeah.
Shit.
I've been in Atlanta.
Yeah, the next 10 years, we're going to have to pick another state. Like, first it was Cali, then motherfuckers just calling.
You good? You good? We got you.
Keep calling.
We hear you.
Gotta put that do not disturb on. What part of Atlanta you in, bro?
Southside.
Me too.
Over the Stockbridge.
Oh yeah, I'm in Hampton.
Oh, you right down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. right down the street. Yeah, that shit was fucked up when they did a little Marlo too, man. That shit crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah. They said he was taking from niggas though, man. You know how that shit go.
Yeah, that's what happened when you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out, man.
Man.
You know how they say he was robbing motherfuckers and shit, running off on folks and shit. You know how that shit go.
Yeah, man.
Like my brother say that jacking shit ain't nothing but a one-way street shit. One way on and one way off.
That
Shit.
real.
Shit.
All right, man. Last time,
Oh.
man. Last time, man. It's like every time my phone call, I get an alert. This shit is
Man, you
going
hot
on.
right now, baby. You hot
But
right now, baby. The album
10
about to
years, I
drop.
feel like, and I hope cats that's dedicated to hip hop is really listening, because I'm really finna get some real game right here. 10 years from now, or even a year and a half from now, you're gonna start to see. Start rapping on nothing but boom bap hip hop beats. All that other shit, I'm telling you, be the first. Get off it now, nigga. All that auto tune shit, it's like the end of it's like the end of disco. I'm telling you now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Don't ask me how I'm selling all these skateboards and shit again. Don't ask me how I'm selling all this merch again. Don't ask me how I'm booking all these dates again, even though the COVID shit, fuck that. Motherfuckers are still putting on masks and coming out. Why? Because hip-hop will never die. And I'm telling you, motherfuckers is twerking at the club. Those are the folks, the fickleest fans ever. They not gonna pay nothing. They sneaking in the club. They downloading this shit for free. They ain't buying no t-shirt. I'm telling you, right now, go back to what started the shit. It's flipping back around to the original. I'm telling you, it's flipping back around to the original. The DJ is important again. The auto-tune is not. The DJ is important. So 10 years from now, when everybody is back to their motherfuckers fuck around and be breakdancing and shit again. I don't even know, but it's definitely going back to the roots, baby.
Yeah. It's
For real, for real. And I feel like overseas is like the overseas cats is making it so like it's not even close. You know what I mean? You got cats like all of the Griselda cats. You know, you got cats like Planet Asia. And all these dudes is getting rich right under you niggas' nose. I'm telling you, like quiet money, like not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like really getting those 8s and 9s and 12s for the show, you know what I'm saying? And bouncing and doing it 30 times in Europe and coming home like nothing ever happened.
That's what Walker had started doing.
All this fake jewelry on. Nigga go buy some New Balance and some camouflage pants and be chilling high as a motherfucker with all the money, because it's going back to hip hop. Trust me.
Facts. Hey, we appreciate the interview, Gonzo. If you want to head out and give us an outro with, like I say, once again, your upcoming album that's coming out, how they can reach you on your handles, your website, everything like that, and we're gonna end the interview. And once again, we greatly appreciate you tuning in with us, man.
Man, I appreciate it. Album's called Masters Massacre. It will be out October 10th, which will be Causion's 25th year anniversary. You can get it exclusively at gonzo.net. It also, I mean, not exclusively. If you want to go to gonzo.net, you could, but it'll be a few places, you know what I'm saying? Also, a documentary is coming with that, you know what I mean? Explaining the last 25 years. You know, and the vinyl and the CDs, man. Go to gonzo.net, get the vinyl, get the CD, get the motherfucking merchandise, and support a motherfucker that will support you, period.
Facts.
Love y'all, man. Thieves in the street. Send me some shoes, niggas.
We got you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you, man. We're going to go ahead and end this interview, man. Once again, man, y'all drop y'all handles for everybody watching, and we're going to go ahead and end the interview, fam.
At PR_23.
All right. The big homie, DA_big homie _49.
Gonzo, man. At
Instagram.
the letter I, the letter M, Gonzoe.
Follow me on Instagram, T the Boss, man. www.tdmg Music Group. We out here, man. Much love, bro.
I appreciate y'all once again, and a double salute to my guy Gonzo, man. We greatly appreciate it, man. It was priceless,
Appreciate
man.
that, Sally.
We
Man,
gonna be
peace in
at
the
you.
street, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, taking the time to have me, man. Salute, y'all.
Thanks a lot, man. We're gonna go ahead and end this interview, man. Thanks for everybody in the chat, man. We greatly appreciate it. Until next week.
Already.
Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace,
Peace.
peace, peace.